Hello, I'm Stephanie. Welcome to my home. Today's class is titled with the affirmation, I can. It's an empowering flow class to help you build up that core gut power so that you can go off your mat and you can tell the world, I can. Whatever it is that you're working on in your life right now, whatever it is you're trying to gather the strength for or the will for, I want you to say to yourself, I can do this. I can. This is Butters, my yoga partner. He makes an appearance in our class today as well. So join me today during this empowering flow to we're just going to harness some core energy just to build up that confidence and that willpower within us. So it is an energizing class, and I really do hope that you find it helpful and that you enjoy it. And if you do like this class, or if you have any comments or questions, please remember to like the video or leave comments or questions down below. And just a reminder, if you're new to my class especially, I create custom playlists to go along with all of my yoga series. And this series right now is called Empowered. And so in the description box below, you can find a link to the Spotify playlist so you can play the music along with this class. You don't have to use this music. It's just something I like to put out there for you. You can use your own music, and if you like it, I encourage you to listen to it. When you're taking a bath or something or cleaning the house, it's really relaxing and kind of an energizing and uplifting playlist too. I wanted to go for that empowered feel. So I hope you enjoy it, and let's go get started. Let's begin in mountain pose, standing at the top of our mats. Our feet are hip-width distance apart, toes forward, engaging your thighs, relaxing your knees, trying to bring your tummy in and your tailbone down, rolling your shoulders back, palms facing forward, down by your side. Take a moment to appreciate your mountain. Feel the steadiness of this pose, grounding into the earth through your feet, unwavering and strong. Inhale, reach your arms up. Clasp your hands together and reach up and over to the right, keeping your shoulders back, breathing into your left side. Inhale back to center, reaching really tall, and on your next exhale, reach up and over to the left, breathing into your right side. Inhale back to center, palms together. Coming down to your heart. Inhale and twist your torso just gently to the right, as far as it'll go naturally. Maybe staring at the wall beside you or over your shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Inhale, grow tall. And on your next exhale, twisting to the left. Again, just what your body will do naturally. Looking over your shoulder or at the wall. And on your next exhale, just coming slowly back to center. Inhale, reach your arms slowly up. Keeping your palms together, squeeze your bottom. And on your next exhale, slowly draw your torso and your head and your gaze back. You don't have to go far, even if it's just a slight bend and you're staring at the ceiling. If you're comfortable, you can open up your arms. If you'd like to go further, you can take it a little deeper with your next exhale, remembering to keep your bottom squeezed. Squeezing your core, bring everything back up. And as we exhale, slowly fold forward. Bending your knees generously and touching the floor. It's our first forward fold. Let's give our knees a break here. Bring your right foot back behind you. Toes pointed forward. And engaging in your core, sweep your arms up for high lunge. You can stay here, focusing on balance and that nice deep hamstring stretch. Or on your next inhale, we're going to twist. So inhale, nice and tall, and as you exhale, open up your arms and slowly twisting to the left. Focusing on something in front of you. Quieting your mind. And inhale, coming back to center. But as we come back to center, we're all going to open up into warrior two. So now your back foot is flat on the mat, toes pointed towards the long edge of your mat. A nice bend in your front knee. Your arms are open. Your gaze is forward. Inhale, reach back, bringing your front arm up and just slightly bending in the back. You can place your back hand on your leg for support, but don't put too much weight in it. We're reversing the warrior here. And inhale, coming back. Now I recommend you grab either a yoga block or find a sturdy piece of furniture. We're going to go into half moon. And half moon does require a lot of balance, so make sure if you grab a piece of furniture or go near a piece of furniture, it's sturdy. You don't want it to be wavering on you. So we're going to come back into our warrior stance. And just going to come up, sort of a little hop up onto our front foot. My gaze is still forward. And I'm going to begin to reach down, bring my gaze down to the floor. I'm coming down to my yoga block. I'm going to bring my front palm to my yoga block. And my back leg is coming up. My foot is flexed. And I'm going to, together with my arm and my torso, we're going to open up the hips, the heart. Ooh. This is a wobbly pose. I'm wobbling because I'm trying to describe it as I'm doing it. Making sure your back leg is straight, your shoulders are rolled away from the ears. Okay, bring everything down, feet together. Whoo, feel that. That is an intense stretch there. And I have no idea how that looked because I was so wobbly. That's okay. There's a lesson in there about balancing poses and letting your mind wander, or bringing it to focus. So we're in forward fold. So just take a moment, bend your knees, allow your legs to sort of relax after those stretches. And through your feet, pressing through your feet, reach up, standing up, and then squatting down into chair. Now let's check your chair here. Can you see your toes? Can you wiggle your toes? Is your back nice and straight? You don't need to hunch forward, so if you're having trouble keeping your back straight, maybe come up a little bit. Go ahead and bring your palms to heart center. I'm going to put a yoga block between my knees for support. You're more than welcome to do that as well. Maybe a pillow. And if you're comfortable twisting in chair here, we're going to twist to the right. I'm taking a higher chair twist here. I'm not bent down so far. Back to center. And twist to the left. Checking your knees. Are your knees even? If they are not, go ahead and adjust your hips. Maybe you're twisting too far for now. Good. Coming back to center. Still in chair. Bring your right leg up and sweep it back behind you and place it on the floor. And then turn your body for a wide-legged stance. You can bring your arms up, squeezing your bottom and your core here, just your whole center. Really using that as your foundation. Good. Point your toes to the corner edges of your mat. Bring your arms up. And as they come down, go ahead and just gently squat down into goddess. Can you see your big toes? Good. You can bring your arms down to cactus. You can bring them to your hips. Wherever you're comfortable right now. I'm going to sway side to side, bringing my toes up. I'm going to come up on my toes. You're more than welcome to if you're comfortable doing this as well. Bringing your heels up. Good. Now coming up, straightening your legs, bring your arms down. Coming back to the top of your mat. And coming back into chair. Forward fold. You'll probably notice this about our third forward fold, I think. You can probably already start to feel a difference now that your legs are warmed up. You can get a little bit deeper into your forward fold. Bend your knees nicely, place your hands on the floor, and bring your leg back, or your left leg back. Placing your toes and on the floor behind you. Find steadiness and balance in your front leg, and then squeezing your core, sweep your arms up into high lunge here. Nice bend in your front knee. Make sure you can see your big toe. If you're just focusing on balance, just stay here. and focus on being present. Or you can come with me. We're going to grow tall on our next inhale and exhale, twisting our bodies, focusing on something behind us as we twist. Feeling the shakes, that's okay. I am too. Inhale, come back to center. And then we're going to open up into warrior two. So your back foot is flat and the toes are pointing towards the long edge of your mat. Arms are level and open. Front knee is bent, looking over your big toe. Your core is engaged. And your heart is present. Flip your hand, your forward hand over, and then reverse your warrior, just bringing it back ever so gently. And then from here, we'll come back to warrior. We're going to go into full half moon on the other side. So maybe go back to that piece of furniture or grab your yoga block again. So we're in our warrior stance. We're just going to hop up just a little, starting to balance on that foot, bringing our gaze down slowly, flexing your back foot. Now opening up your hips and your torso. Woo. Good. And bringing it down, feet together. Take a nice forward fold here. Oh, that feels good. Inhale, reach your arms up and come down into chair. And I'm going to bring my yoga block between my knees again. Woo. Hands to heart center. And this time I'm going to go a little bit lower in my twist. You're more than welcome to go high or low. Inhale, twist to the right. And just sink a little bit deeper, maybe bringing your elbow between the knees or on the opposite side of your thigh. Checking your knees, making sure they're even. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twisting to the left. Check your knees. Good. And forward fold. Shake it out. Inhale back into chair. Take your left foot, sweep it back. Come into a wide-legged stance here. Take a pause. Allow your breath to steady. In through the nose, maybe out through the mouth. Make sure your knees, there's just a slight bend, not super bent, but just that they're not locked and that they're relaxed. And then we're going to hinge at our hips as we begin to fold forward in our wide-legged stance. Hands at your hips. Maybe bend your knees a little bit more and bring your hands to the floor. Once your hands are to the floor, you can walk your hands in. You can walk them out. Just finding movement here. Maybe walking them side to side. You can straighten one leg as you bend into the other. like to call this stance Spider-Man. And straightening the other leg and coming over to the side. Good. Whatever movement you've decided to take, find your way back to center. Good. So we're going to heel toe our feet back together and then coming back into our mountain pose. Pressing in through your feet, reaching your arms up. Go ahead, exhale, bring your arms down. Take a moment here, catch your breath. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale, bend your knees generously. Place your hands on the floor in front of you. And bring your feet back and find downward facing dog. Your palms are stretched for nice balance and support. Bringing your head between your arms. Really feeling that good spot between your shoulder blades here. Breathing into that spot. Tailbones high. Good. Go ahead and bring your knees to the floor. And take your favorite place of child's pose, whether it's your knees together or apart. Just sink into your favorite child's pose. Take a moment here to think of at least one thing you feel so grateful for today. Begin to come up to tabletop. Bring your legs back behind you a little bit more. And then slowly lower yourself, your hips, your stomach, your diaphragm, and your ribs, and your chest down to the floor. Bring your arms at your sides, palms up. Going to do a couple of locusts here. We'll just start by doing a half locust, just our front of our body, our torso. So we're going to breathe in. And as we breathe in, we're going to use our breath to bring our body up. So inhale, chest forward, arms up, shoulders back. And exhale, lower to the ground, bring your cheek to the mat. If you're ready for it, you can take a full locust here. Just make sure you squeeze your bottom really good to support your lower back. Or if you want, you can just stay with the half locust. Inhale, coming up, bringing everything up. Really feeling how strong your body is. Maybe it's shaking, but you're doing it. You're so strong. Say, I can. And exhale, bring everything back to the mat. Relax for a moment. We'll do it one more time. Take whatever locust you prefer. Just remember to squeeze your bum. And inhale everything up. Maybe twisting from side to side a little bit, if you're up for it. Just feeling your strength. Exhale, bring it all down and relax. When you're ready, go ahead and flip yourself over. So we're on our backs. Bring your feet up, heels to about the base of your bottom, palms down on the floor. We're going to do a couple of bridges here. So on our next inhale, we're going to draw up our hips, squeezing your bottom really good. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath your back. Feet flat on the floor as you bring up your bottom and your hips and really engage your core here. Check your knees, make sure they're pointing up, they're not falling to the side. And relax and bring everything back down. This time when we take it a little deeper, if you want, you're welcome to clasp your hands underneath you. So inhale, squeeze your bottom and bring everything up. Well, bring your hips up. And you can bring your hands underneath you here, tucking your shoulder blades under you just a little deeper. Engage your core, squeezing everything. And let it go to the floor very slowly. If wheel is in your practice, you can do this now. We're going to do one more. Take whatever bridge or wheel you prefer. So inhale up. You can even take it a little deeper by going up on your toes. Just make sure your knees are pointing up. Squeezing everything. Really feeling your power here. And then let it all go. Come back to the floor. And relax. Go ahead and windshield wiper your knees and your legs back and forth. So rocking your body a little bit from side to side. When you're ready, begin to find your favorite Savasana pose. Whether it's just your legs on the floor in front of you or legs up a wall. I'll be taking a wide-legged stance with my knees together. Excuse me. Place your palms up on the floor at your side. Inhale long and deep here. As you exhale, relax your neck and your jaw. On your next exhale, relax your brow. holding the space for you. I will let you know when it's time to come up. Bring attention back to your breath. Begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Roll your wrists back and forth and your ankles back and forth. Bring your arms up and back behind you for a nice stretch. And roll over to one side. Using your hands to support you, bring yourself up into a seated position on the mat. When you've joined me in your seated position, take a nice deep inhale, reaching your arms up. Nice slow exhale. As you bring your palms down and stopping at your heart. Take a moment to thank yourself for giving yourself this time of peace and movement and mindfulness. Thank your body for what it can do and all that it gets you through every single day. And say to yourself, I can do this. Whatever it is, even if it's just everyday life, walk off this mat and from your gut, you know, I can do this. It's always such an honor to share my practice with you today. And every time I get to, I'm so thankful for you. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. This world needs your light, so go shine on. Namaste.